it is trending. I don't care about Zcash. Privacy is cool. I like the encrypted Bitcoin thing, whatever. Um, I'm more about just trading whatever's where the volume is. My thought process here is this. I want to do a few of these challenges. Okay. So let me explain the challenge. And essentially, what I want to do here, I want to do these AI trading. Maybe I'll help them. We'll have like 6 agents plus Moondev. So it'll be like a prop shop with agents making most of the decisions. Okay. So they're going to be making most of the decisions. I want to do like 5 tests of this. So I don't know if they'll be a week or a month each, but I want to do 5 tests of I'll put real money on the line, win or lose. I'll document it here live. I'll do it live. I'll build everything live. I'll put most of the stuff as open source in the GitHub. And then from there, I want to test to see how agents trade. And then in a few months, a couple months from now, I want to go ahead and then switch it up and build only bots, no AI. Because I think a lot of people right now are like, oh, AI is so sick. It can just trade for you, make $1 billion. So let's see that first. Let's spend a couple months just building agent stuff, agents trading, you know, asking LLMs to do this or that. Obviously, I'm going to do a little bit more sophisticated. I'm going to put a couple more ideas into it so they're not just blindly saying this or that. I don't think that's going to work very well. So I'm going to do this a few times. Make sure to subscribe and we're going to test this. I'm going to document, okay, how do agents trade? A swarm of agents, whether that's 1, 2, 5, or 6, how do they trade versus just regular trading bots with no AI? So for this first, I don't know, couple months here, we're going to go ahead and build the agent stuff. So probably till the end of the year, and I'm going to document it. I'll probably lose some money. You can see the balance is 10K right now. I'll probably lose some money, but you know, I'm just trying to jinx myself. Let's see how these agents do. So you can see here, Binance funding position. Okay, so let's go ahead here and say, go ahead and remove the ZEC dash Moondev and just have it say Moondev and then a space between that and Binance funding and Hyperliquid funding. And then another line break between those and the balance and position. And just make it Binance funding HL funding. No need to put yearly. No need for the yearly. What's up, fam? Good to see you. 777. Lose it and learn why. The LMs can't trade well. LOL. Yeah, I agree. So we'll see. 777, Anna. Good to see you. The bootcamp is making me stronger in the backtesting every day. I'm tearing through the data and I'm a data dog. I say that hat and I'm only 5 days in. Nice, fam. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to do here. Let's see here. I think I want to pull these in and change these out. So let's go to a new folder here. So I got my code here and I'm going to say new folder. I'm going to call it Zcash. Put that in there. Actually, do I want to call it Zcash? No, let's keep it how it is now. Okay, so I'm just gonna run these files though from here because I'm running them from somewhere else actually. Okay, they are. This is the first tape ZEC copy tape ZEC copy path. Wishy bet the AIs are gonna lose all my money. That's Wishy's bet. Okay. Tape ZEC big. Okay, copy path. And I'm not gonna do it how everybody else does it. I'm sorry. I don't believe that they're gonna just be able to print money. So I want to give them at least. I think the important part is the data you put in. Your AIs are only as good as the data you put in. Yo, can you smash the? Can you throw a 1 in the chat if you can see the top left where it shows the balance, HL funding, etc. Throw a 1 in the chat if you can see that. No position, it says. Perfect. Okay, we got liquidations right here. So this is going to be Zcash only. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Can you guys see that? One. Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and this here, we want to this tape big. ZC tape big. ZEC tape. It says tape ZEC big hyperliquid. So copy path here. Okay, beautiful. And then I can see all the trades on hyperliquid. I'm going to move this one a little bit because damn, I want to see this too though. There's too much. I have too much data. My data dog. I need to see this a little bigger because my odds are low. My odds is low. Let's move that there. You can see that. Okay. So I just want to get all this data right because if I'm going to give these AI agents, I'm not going to do what anybody else is doing. I'm sorry. I'm not going to just say, hey, AI agents trade for me. I'm going to say, hey, AI agents, here's the data you can look at. Can you make a decision based off of this? What's that data going to be? I'm a data dog. You'll have to see. So this is Python Zcash. This is regular Elixir. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll get that Zcash licks there. And these are the overall licks. These are all the Zcash trades here. Okay, so I can see all the trades on Zcash first off. Beautiful. So already off to a good start. Other people are not looking at all the trades. Okay. So my agents are going to be looking at every single big trade on Binance and Hyperliquid. Why? Because those are the two big exchanges. There's another one that I'm missing out on. Two of them, Bybit and OKX, but I think having half of them is good to start. We'll see. You can see the balance here, 10 racks. And this will be an interesting kind of challenge, I guess. Like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like 5 of these. So, you know, I'm going to do 5 AI challenges here over the next few months. So make sure to subscribe if you're not already. And I'm a scientist, right? I'm a data dog. My hypothesis is, well, I need to formulate my hypothesis more, but what I'm testing, I want to see what AI, how AI can trade versus just regular bots. You know, no AI decision. Because I have a hypothesis that AIs aren't they obviously okay. I guess my hypothesis is this. It's AIs can't trade. Just sending to LLMs saying, hey, buy or sell. But my hypothesis is that they can trade if you give them some sort of algorithm or trading bot to look at, like data and strategy. So the way I'm going to test that is I'm going to do this for a couple months, different challenges here, and we'll see how they do, and I'll just track everything. And then in a few months from now, I'll go ahead and do the inverse where it's like, okay, now we're not doing any AI. The difference is it's like, okay, you have 6 of us traders. I'm gonna use 6 AIs for now. The difference of bots and the way I'm setting this up is I'm gonna have I could have just trading bots trade for me, right? I could just run them, no AI. But what I'm testing is some of those ideas with an AI consensus on top of it. So we'll see. You know, for example, I can trade by hand here, right? I could sit here and trade. Or I could have agents kind of looking over my shoulder. I have a risk agent, I have a volume agent, I got a funding agent, I got all these different agents that are at different parts of the market. And you can kind of build out a low-key quant firm, right? So I just want to see if I could do that. But I don't want to do it the regular way, where it's just like, hey, LLM, buy or sell. I think that's just too elementary, and if that everybody would be doing it already. But we'll see. Throw a 777 in the chat if you're locked in and you're prepared for the next couple of months to watch this journey and you want to see it. If you do want to see it, just let me know with the 777. I will I'll just keep building. Keep building. The committee, exactly, Anna. We'll see though, you know? I just think it's cool. Like, what I'm trying to do is emulate a quant firm. That's it. And I'll see how they do over the next few months. And then let's see if it is better or worse than the next few months where I'll just do regular quant. Or it's just bots you build. No committee. There you go. Thank you, Anna. Okay, so what else do we need here? Well, I've got a long list of things I want to build to before these even take a trade, because I want to make sure that I'm not doing it just a regular old boring way. I'm sorry if you want that old boring way. But no way, no way. Okay, so you can see the balance now. You can see the Binance funding, HL funding. You can see the liquidation. All right, so what I want to do here is this. That's beautiful. Okay, so I got tape underscore ZC underscore big underscore hyper liquid. I've also got tape underscore ZC underscore big. These are, one is Hyperliquid big trades, one is Binance big trades. I need you to update them in order to save the last X variable amount of data in a CSV. So later our AI agents can understand that CSV. These are all the big trades for ZEC, Zcash. And if I can spot all the big trades, then I can spot where the traders' levels are. And my AI agents will be able to have an edge before they even make a decision. So for now, we'll have it as 4 hours that you are saving all that data for. The reason we're not doing more than 4 hours is because we don't want that CSV to explode, because there's a lot of trades and it'll get too big. So I don't know how you'll do this, but if it's, yeah, you'll only save up to 4 hours. I don't know if you have to, you'll put a reset or something, but you'll figure that out. So both those files, and then make a data folder and save the data in there. Okay, beautiful. So I'm just going to go piece by piece here. Got a bunch of ideas to keep these guys a little safer. This is Zcash right here. And this is what they finna be trading. That is so sick. The Moon Quant Firm, thank you. That's far. What's up, Taxi? How are you, dude? 777, Lenny, good to see you, bro. Okay, so we only have one clock code going right now, and I think this is problematic. So let's go ahead and step on the gas. How about that? Let's keep Zcash chart right there in the middle, so we can keep an eye on it. This is the only thing I'm letting them trade. Why? Well, I've been watching this volume thing over the past few weeks. No, not few weeks, but you've seen Zcash, the volume going crazy over the past few weeks. And this is a AI agent. This says resolve Stark resolve. So maybe I'll change this if things change. But Zcash looks like the easiest thing to trade for our agent. So I just want to make it easy, you know, easy, because trading is very hard. So make it as easy as possible by picking the right symbol. Bro, do you have a Discord? I want to learn all this. Man, you're a father. Welcome to the father world. Well, I'm not a father, but yeah, just go to this website here. Go to this website, scroll down, and put your email in, and I'll send you access to a roadmap and Discord. So if you go put your name and email address in my website, I send you this welcome email that has a roadmap and Discord. This is where I teach you how to automate your trading, but you don't have to join. You can just put your name and email here, and I'll send you this roadmap, free algo trading roadmap, that will show you step by step how to automate your trading. Okay, changes to both Tape ZC Big Hyperliquid and Tape ZC. Now they create a data folder, added a 4-hour rolling window cleanup. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and get it, dude. I want to see all the trades. I want my agents to see all the trades. All right, dude. Have fun. Sierra Madres. One pro betcha. If you're gonna eat, dude. Well, have a good day. Have a great day, bro. All right, spam the chat with one if you're interested in this test. Again, next couple months, I want to test a few variations of AI agents becoming a committee, a quant firm committee, essentially. And I'm not going to just pass them in regular buy, sell, this, that, whatever. I'm going to have them have some actual ideas behind them. Throw the one in the chat just so I can get some guidance on if you guys want to see this. I'll use 10K size balance and probably 10X leverage here just to keep the thrill high. And the thing is I don't want to ever have it trade over 10X leverage. I think 10X is too much anyways, but I think this is going to be interesting to see if agents can handle it and see what happens to this balance. But yeah, throw one in the chat if this is something you want to lock in on and see me build kind of a AI agent quant firm. Okay, so we now updated that, and by the way, a lot of this code I'm going to be using today is in the GitHub. So just go to Moondev AI agents, type in the Google AI agents, Moondev, and you can have all this, or not all of it, but a lot of this code I'm building. A lot of it. I'm not going to put like a trading bot in here because I just, there's a little like liability low key to be open source trading bot. But I do have pretty much all the functions I'll be using here. If you go to data, if you go to agents, models, scripts. Oh, right here. So I'm going to be coding for Hyperliquid today. And I pretty much have all of the functions I'll be using in this nice funcs file of Hyperliquid. So I don't want to leave you out. I want to make sure that you have all of the code needed to build whatever you believe in, but I don't want anything plug and play, because then you guys will be mad at me if it loses money. So let me just lose some money, okay? It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Let's get it. Okay, so now you can see perfect. That's fine there. Yeah, go ahead and knock out the 4 high priority ones. Okay, let's get the terminal open here. I need to figure out where is my no markets. Let's close some of these. Okay, here we go. Let's put her. Well, she can't go over there now. Let's make her smaller. Let's close her. She was, oh, fudge. Close her. Okay, there we go. We can see that again. Can't see the website clearly? What do you mean? You're not able to see the website. What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Can't see the website clearly. Okay, so now we got that set up. Beautiful. Don't need this printed. We don't need this printed in either of them. Keep that just in the background. Thank you. Now, if you want to automate your trading, join the boot camp. The link is in the description. I also just put it in the chat in case you don't want to join the boot camp, but you want a bunch of good value. I'll show you everything, not everything in the roadmap, but I'll point you in the right direction. Let's say that. Okay, so both files have removed that. Beautiful. All right, so we got 10K balance here and no trades so far. We haven't done anything yet. No trades. That's good. I don't want them to trade a lot. I don't want this to be high frequency. Bro, the website for the guide, you can't see the website? Damn, dude. So he says he can't see this website. Can you guys see this website? He said, bro, the website for your guide. Oh, okay. You're on Twitter, maybe. So there's no, like, it doesn't send the link. Just go to my profile. The link's in the, not in the description, but first link. I was like, what you mean, bro? I sent it in the chat. Here's the link right here. I'll go trade camp. Click that. Be resourceful once in your life, dude. I'm just messing with you, bro. Oh, bless you. 777. He's a funny guy. Okay, so now we're tracking all that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Spam the one in the chat. Spam the one in the chat if you want to see this challenge. See this AI quant firm trading 10K, trying to run it up to a billion. I'm gonna do 3-4 months of this, and then we're gonna go ahead and look at those results and compare them versus just straight bot, no AI. I think that's gonna be super interesting. Okay, so I think the next thing I want to do here is this. Stay on here. Um, I think what I want to do is I have this tool here. Okay, let's do that. All right, so you can see the limit entry tool, right? What I want you to do is make a new file for this, and I want it to be the exact same functionality where when you just hit enter, it will go ahead and look at those rules. And if it's time, then it'll go ahead and enter. But I want to put a step in between this. So essentially that step is going to be after all of the things are checked. For example, it's like a couple down bars or whatever. After those things are confirmed, I want it to then ask this AI swarm. I want it to grab the last 50 bars of 5-minute data and then ask this AI swarm to respond yes or no. You are a quantitative trader. Please look at this data here and respond with yes or no if we should take this long only trade. There's no shorting, it will be long only. So if you think it's a good time to enter the market, respond yes. If you think it's a bad time, respond no. Okay, so you're going to make this new file. It's going to be called enter limit AI, right? And so there's already rules in that entry. But then on top of that, it's going to ask this swarm, and you're going to get the response back. We want all of the responses back from each AI. Okay. And then we also want the consensus response. And we'll have a test mode. This test mode will not put in any real trades, and it will, well, no, it's the test mode will essentially put a sleep after the AI make their decision of 5 minutes so I can see it. Also in the test mode, it will always ask the AI whether or not the other metrics have been hit. So in the real mode, it will wait until our rules are hit. So I think there's a couple of rules, like it has to be under the bottom. Have to be in the bottom half of the range, and there has to be a couple red bars. But that's a live mode. In the test mode, we won't even look at that. This will allow me to rapid test this and make sure that it actually works. The AI consensus and what we get in response. So put it in test mode for now, make a new file. And then here is a path. This is an external path that you'll have to use in order to call the AI swarm. It's in a GitHub. It has all my keys already set up and all that good stuff. So you have everything you need. Okay, and now this is in the GitHub, dude. I'm going to use this AI swarm. So if you go to AI agents on GitHub, you go to agents here. I'm going to use this swarm agent because this swarm agent has connections to all the AIs in the world. And I'll be able to swap them out however I'd like. So let's go ahead here and say swarm agent. And you can see I can connect to all the different AIs. Open router, GPT-5, Quinn, Llama, XAI, etc., etc. So yeah, dude, this is gonna be fire. He says, "Imagine this works." What's up, Dollar? Good to see you. Good to see you. Spam the ones, dude. If you want to see this, me build a AI quant firm with not just like basic, hey, buy this or buy that. I want it to be better than that. So I'm gonna iterate. I think month 4 will be better than month 1, but we'll see. Right now is month 1, and I'll probably do this for a few months. Throw the 1 in the chat if you want to see this, and then we'll compare it against just regular algo trading for the next few months. I don't know. We'll see. But I think building an AI agent quant firm could be kind of interesting. Okay, so Jared wants to see it. If I get enough ones in the chat, dude, then I will. I'll keep showing this. Keep showing this, and we'll have a real account here. You can see it has 10K in it, and it's going to take real positions using AI, but not just the silly way, bro. I'm Taxi says he wants to see this. Okay, just keep spamming the ones because that tells me you actually want to see this, and this is very dangerous stuff, and it's real money on the line. So I only am gonna show this side if you guys truly want to see it. So I need a lot of ones in the chat today. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if I can get that file path here. The AI agents for trading. Okay, like I showed you on the screen right now, you can see I'm using that same agent, the swarm agent, because everything I'm building here with the AI agents, I'm keeping open source. The trading bot stuff, I'm not going to just open source that because that's kind of scary, in my opinion. Like, you got to really learn this stuff before you run a trading bot. So if you go through my bootcamp and you learn this stuff, okay, I got a bunch of code and bots in there, examples that you can build your own stuff out of. But nobody's going to ever give you a plug and play, make $1 million overnight. You can read through the website, links in the description if you do want access to that. Before you get started, ask me any clarifying questions so we can make sure that we are on the same page. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to be trading Zcash only. You can see the funding rate's negative 47. There is a whale in there that is short, clearly. But on Hyperliquid, it's 10.95, so that's pretty normal. Is that foolproof? Absolutely not. So just be careful. Okay, so let's go ahead here. Before I build this, let me clarify a few things. Swarm agent usage. How do I call Swarm agent? What functions should I import? I gave you the file path. I don't know the answer to how to call the Swarm agent. You got the file path. Go explore it. Takes the model. There's like a. You'll have to explore that whole GitHub to see how it goes. But there's like a model folder that shows you how to do all that stuff. And let me know if you have any questions after going through there. The consensus agent should give us the consensus. So, while we'll print out all the answers just to kind of see them, I think the consensus agent already does that. So essentially, if you look at that code, it's going to be like 6 agents or maybe more, maybe less, but the last agent will go ahead and bring up the consensus vote for that. For the 50 bars, whatever the AI will be able to read the easiest. I don't need their reasoning, just their yes, no. So let's be very specific in that prompt that we just want a yes or a no return. Yeah, get the real data still, get the balance. Test mode, the only difference will be that it's just going to bypass those requirements we have about the couple bars down and the middle half of the bar or range. And then we'll also add the sleep in there so I can catch it before it tries to put in anything. Live mode will just be how it is now, but with the AI agents to answer that question after it's already hit the it's already gone through the filters we have, which are like bottom half of the range and a couple bars down or whatever. Live mode logic, but AI consensus. Yes, and that's correct for number 7. If in live mode, if all technical rules pass, but the AI consensus says no, we skip the trade. Yes. Should it be named limit entry AI? Absolutely. All right, dude. There she goes. So she's going to be working on that. What tools are you using? I'm using Cursor. Bro, I want to see this. Honestly, you're a beast. I like the way you think. Thank you, dude. Much love to you. Let's get it. Lock in. Lock in. I think this is going to be a good little few months series here. to see if we can crack this whole LLM trading thing. LLMs replacing, quant devs or team analysts, etc. You'll see everything I build here. This is gonna be fire. I use I use just Mac terminal. I use Cursor and Claude Code. Dun, 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 dun. All right, and this is a new Hyperliquid account, so I'm gonna take a quick position real quick and probably lose 10 cents. So that's okay, because you have to like activate it or whatever. Okay, perfect. So you can see my position now up there. Let's go ahead and work on this so I can fix it. Mm. Let's update this. So instead of that whole long thing above, we can just say short. And I'm not going to be okay, so that's how I'll do it here. I don't need the percentage. Dude, I just gave you the Discord, bro. You're so funny, bro. Go to the website. Link is in the description or on my Twitter for pin post. Put your name and email in. Taxi, come on, bro. I've created limit entry AI. Okay, beautiful. This is for the funding rate and port.py. Okay, so let's read through this first. So I've created limit. Oh, I could just hit it. I've created limit entry AI with all the features you requested. Dev test. Okay, skips technical rules, down bars, price range check. Okay. Always ask AI Swarm for decision. No real trades will be placed. 5 minutes sleep after AI decision so you can review. Still gets real data and checks balance. Live mode. Test mode equals false. Okay, checks technical rules first. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Only ask AI if technical rules pass. Gets last 50 bars of 5-minute data. Okay. Okay, now let's go ahead and see if this I'm getting wrecked already, but it's okay. I just had to activate the Hyperliquid account essentially. I don't want the position. I don't want the word position there. We will only have it say no position if there's no position. Otherwise, I just wanted to say short 1 ZEC and then the PNL. By the way, it's funny that I took a short for the first trade because I'm not gonna allow them to short. I don't think that's something I want to do in the first version of this because I think shorting is going to be hard for them and they'll get blown up. I think shorting is just harder. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. So short 1 ZEC. So you can see my exact portfolio. Can you throw a 1 in the chat if you can see my balance and my position? Just I want to make sure that's all. Can't see it. Nobody can see it. Nobody can see it. Okay, maybe I need to make it bigger. Okay, Freddie can see it. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now it says MoonDAV ZK Zcash. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm down $2. MoonDAV Zcash AI. Call it that. Bro, are you slow, dude? Taxi? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll explain it one more time for the people that ain't listening in the chat. He's being snarky with me too. I try to give him the world. I give you a free GitHub. I give you a free roadmap, dude. You better say I'm sorry quick, dude. You better say I'm sorry quick. I'm Taxi. You acting like your child. Bro, I showed you. You don't have to pay for the bootcamp. Go here. put your name and email address in there. And I'll send you this free roadmap that is better than any algo trading book you've ever read. There is so much information on here. It's free. The Discord. Actually, matter of fact, don't join our Discord. you so follows, bro. You already follow for me. Don't join our Discord. But anybody else, if you want this roadmap for free, just go to the website link in the description and you can put your name and email in here, and you don't have to join the bootcamp. You don't have to pay for it. So you can just click this button and then it will be sent to your email address. This roadmap that will show you step by step, like what my best videos are, answer any frequently asked questions, show you my trading system here, a bunch of alpha generation techniques, a book list, a bunch of agent stuff. What up, Dan? How are you, bro? Good work. Been watching you. Thank you, dude. Thank you. He said legend. I'll try it. Now, you said that last time. You said that last time, bro. That's funny. You're a funny guy. You know that? Okay, and then also what I want to do here is I need some sort of alert here when copy path. All right, so when there is a cell over 250,000, on either of the two tapes we have, the hyperliquid one or the regular one, this is only a sell, not buy. And I know these are all compacted. I mean, like, the sweeps equal 1. Anyways, when it's over, no, when it's blinking. So whatever our metric is to make it blink, that's when we'll play this sound when it blinks. Actually, I don't need that. I don't need that. I think that's silly. I think that's silly. I think that's silly. Go to the roadmap and I can explain all of the questions you got here. So like one question that I get a lot is, can you explain everything on their screen? It's in the roadmap. But nah, actually I won't talk to you anymore because you kind of being rude, bro. I told you like 12 times you ain't listening, and then you're like, oh, you need me to pay you. I don't need you to pay me anything, bro. You never had to join anything around here. I believe code's a great equalizer. I share everything for free for 4+ years on YouTube for free. I know crypto motherfuckers be moving fast and stuff, but Tranquilo, Poppy. I don't love you. I don't love you back. 777. I could have loved you. I could have loved. We could have been friends, Taxi. But you had to get a little snarky with me. Okay, so perfect. So Zcash AI, beautiful, beautiful. So the next thing I want to do is I want to test this out now. So remember, we just made this new file, and essentially it's limit entry copy path. And I'm gonna say Python, run it. Okay, you can see here. Okay. Okay, so look at this. I built this out, and essentially it sits here and says press enter to check AI swarm for Zcash entry. Okay. Let's see what it does. Test mode skipping. Okay, so it's gonna be simple right now, just asking for the entry, but I'm not gonna even ask it until it hits my metrics. In reality, I'm testing it. So calling in parallel, it's calling all these agents in parallel. It's using the agent, the swarm agent that's in the GitHub right now. It's 100% free for taxis, bitch ass. AI swarm approved, proceeding with entry. Interesting. Okay, no votes. 3 unclear. Yes is 60%. That looks like 50% to me. Unclear votes. Unclear. What's number 4 looking like? Okay, so I do need more information. For the voting, I actually do need a little bit more information because this unclear makes me very skeptical. And I would say this is not 60%. I would say this is 50% in this situation. Consensus decision says yes. The majority consensus leans towards entering a long, with 4 AI models voting yes and 2 voting no. This indicates a clear preference for bullish sentiment, despite some dissent. Okay. Let me fix that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now unclear votes count in the total. So 3 unclear. Okay. So I hit R. Let's go ahead and look at this. Look at the code here to see what type of prompt is sending in entry canceled. AI Swarm said no. So no votes, no votes. The consensus leans on entering a long position with 4 models recommending no compared to the 2 saying yes. This majority disagreement highlights caution due to mixed signals and price data. Overall, advice is to long. It's to avoid a long entry. Okay. So I just want to keep trying this. And again, all of this code's in GitHub. Swarm agent. I'm not putting my bots on GitHub for audience. But this swarm agent is on there. Let's look at the prompt here. Put the prompt of the AI in the top of the code so I can edit it easily. Okay, they said no again. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nice. And then for the funding rate and port, get the USDC value of the for that final line. So short the dollar amount of Zcash instead of the number of Zcash. Ironic that I'm here. This is just to activate the on Hyperliquid, and I would never not letting these AIs short. I'm short, so it's just first $10 here on a Zcash short. Burn it. Okay, so it should say, okay, let's go ahead and. Nice, there we go. So short 1902. We don't need decimal places. So for that last line, just make it round it. There we go. Update that. Okay, 720. That's perfect. Okay, now we can turn off. We can turn this off. This off because I think that you know. So let's go and say limit here, and let's go say default. Okay, percent size all 3 times. That's so sketch. Duration, intervals, ordering. So I built this the other day to into things over time. Okay, let's go ahead and see if the AI works now. I mean, it shouldn't I call it because there needs to be down. So this is here, and then I'm gonna be able to say whenever, and we'll automate this process too. I'll do a ton of different tests. I want to just test something like, okay, it works with somebody directing it, with no direction. How 6 AIs, 1 AI test. If you want to see, go ahead and throw a one at, because my idea is to test all different ideas and compare them. Like, how's 1 versus 5 AIs? How's 5 AIs versus AIs plus human? How is 3 AI versus 5 AIs plus? How is an AI plus a human versus cheat bots? You know, so these questions, and I'm just going to build all of this in open here live on YouTube, Twitter. So through that one in the you are interested in all of that. If I get ones in the chat, I keep sharing this. Of course, real money. So I'm very careful. I got to make sure to show this disclaimer off. And yeah, if you have any questions. Somebody said top for Zcash. Oh, what's up, dude? How are you? see you. Good to see you. Go ahead and figure out the second bot here. And I don't think there's anything I want to do with this in particular. I want to be a risk control. So essentially, let's go ahead and explain it. Can you go ahead and explain .py file and the functionalities behind it? So I have a pretty much, it won't allow us to short first off. So always find that is trending upward. Now we're in a bucket, so it's hard to trending upward symbol, but Zcash has been trending. Somebody did just know double top. We'll see if that is a thing, but you know, I'm just not going to let them short. Okay, so see, runs continuous background, runs in a loop. It checks max live percent, easy percent. This all ageable count drawdown 99%. So change some of these things, but let's go ahead and so let's do risk here and say count draw. Let's say what can their biggest be in a day? 25. Stop loss. Let's make that like 2% or 15%. It's gonna be using leverage, so I don't know about these either, but these are just rules. We'll have them also have their own risk control in it. Okay, I'll say late. Beautiful. So I believe it says fail safe, risk check. Drawdown protection, stop loss and take profit monitor, position killer. Okay, what it does, scan short positions and closes them immediately. So if it sees I'm in a short position, it's just gonna get me out of there immediately. So I think that's pretty slick. I think that's a good risk control here, these agents, because I don't want them to short. I just don't want them to short. And this may be slower, but that's okay. And now that not allowing to short in a bear market, a recipe for getting wrecked. We shall see. Everything is active here. Got the account active. Now, if I run this, it's just mathematical to short, so less upside to shorting. So I'm unleashing. This is an experiment, so I don't want to run an experiment with things I know are harder. I want to make this as possible for the AI. I think they're gonna need a lot. I think they're gonna need a lot of help. We're testing. We'll start with that, and maybe later, maybe next test, I'll say short, or I'll do long and short. I just they gotta earn my before I allow them to short. I would rather than cash and not trade and short. So now I've got these pretty much two buttons here. I've got this thing. Okay, so I can say Python limit exit, I believe. And then if I hit enter here, it's gonna check. Well, no, this isn't it. It knows, but this is fire too. I built tools yesterday actually. Just wanted to test this out, test it out. Okay, so I have file right here. And I can run that, but also I have this. So this limit exit tool, which is interesting. I want to see how I can have the AI to that. I'll be right. You're just gonna take a whiz. Automate your trading so you can remove all emotions and in-game decisions up and down and try and kind of guess which way the charts are going to go. And you make some money, you lose some money. But the things that really hurt when you're in a trade for so long, you just keep staring at it and you're watching it go against you, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna stay a little bit longer, stay up a little, and then you get liquidated because you're too much leverage. You're a human. It's not your fault at all, dude. We're built to be beautiful human emotions. If you've ever gotten a friend or whatever that when your emotions hit, you cannot think clearly. So we trade by hand when we're using, our life savings, and we know for a fact emotions hit. You cannot logically, and that's directly from a Stanford professor. So I went ahead and I started to show my whole algo trading process step by step live on YouTube every single day. And what came from that is I got really good at algo trading, even though I know how to code when I first started. Everybody was like, Moondev, please build a boot camp or some way to teach this in short, concise videos, because your lives, but you're in the middle of a project every single day. And I apologize for that. In order for me, this guy who ran up a net worth of $1 billion, Jim Simons, in order to keep chasing him, just sit here and all of my YouTube lives teaching it, right? So what I did is I think into a boot camp with short, concise videos that show you step by step your trading. Even if you don't know how, you can remove all of your emotion, automate your trading. So for the rest of your life, anytime you have a trading idea, I'll show you how to backtest it and see, does it work in the past? If it works in the past, well, it's much more likely to work in the future. And then if in the past, you can build it into a small bot. I show you the bot. I show you how to code. I show you how to best. I show you how to use AI. I pay for AI. All of the labels I continue to update. You get free AI. In the next 15 days, I will hold your hand step by step in the process of automating your trading, so you never have to click those buttons again. You never have to have those late nights just staring at the charts again. You can trust that your bots will do the trading for you. Whatever strategy that you put in, it will execute to a T. It will never disrespect your stop losses. It will never disrespect your take profits. None of that. You'll learn step by step in the next 15 days, and I give you a ton of code, a ton of examples. And on that, dude, is very, very important. Doing this alone is a challenge. Doing it with hundreds of others is so much easier. We're in here sharing ideas, suggestions, algos, strategies, etc., all in a private Discord that you get access to, members only. You get access to it when you do join the boot camp. So go ahead and check out this website. I know the website's a little ugly looking, but I'm a back-end developer, build algos. The website does not matter. What matters is the content that's in it. I'll show you by step how to automate your trading. And on top, there's a 100% guarantee. No question asked. Just put nail in here and I'll send you a gift of a roadmap, and I'll get you inside like Discord as super simple to do. There's a 100% money back guarantee. What I want you to do right now is click the link in the description. Click that link in the description right now. Go everything on this page, everything you will get. You'll learn exactly how to automate your trading in the next 15 days. And then go read what other people who have gone through the bootcamp have to say. Go read all of these testimonials. And if you really want to dive deep into the proof, go ahead and Google Algo Trade Camp reviews. Was so kind to go through the camp, and he was like, I'm gonna leave a review. And then what happened to that? A bunch of other people have left reviews. So you can see all the reviews here. And dude, no reason for you not to be inside the boot camp. Step on the gas with hundreds of other algorithmic traders that also where you started. Don't know how to need to automate my trading because I'm or I have too many other things going on. You'll see exactly how to automate your trading in the next 15 days. And like There's a 100% money back guarantee. So there is no, it is so much risky than clicking buy or sell ever again. So click that link below inside the private area. Automate your trading. All right, so we're back. We're back. Okay, so what else do we do here? So I've got this. I've got the activated. When you start a new Hyperliquid, you do have to push trade to activate it. And I've got this, so this can just sit and wait, really. And let's test our script that will take essentially ever in a short. And this should out of this position. So let's go ahead and try it. I was gonna wait for a more soon time, but now that's right in. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll give it a little time here. So I think essentially, let me go ahead and go through my notes here because I have some ideas that I want to. That's what I want to do, dude. That's definitely what I want to do. Liquidation here. You heard that? I really like looking at this data here because I can see when people are entering. Okay, so the next idea I want to build here, you can see this guy just shorted at 585, or sorry, yeah, at 725. So my hypothesis here is that here I should build an agent for that. I should do. But my hypothesis is that market makers just want as many people replicable. So see at 718 and 725 that somebody entered a short position. So what's gonna, right? Or that could have been a liquidation. We need to answer those questions. Need to answer those questions. I would do that. Well, let me see if I'm that dashboard is slick and it'll give me all the ideas. Not ideas, but the hyperliquidation dashboard. Yep. Copy repo. Do CD up in there. Be dot py. So if I say py copy path, I say new CD up in Python. Well, I gotta conda activate tflow Python. It's not it. Hey, where is that for API bots? All these buyers here. Okay, so a lot of people just buy 1.1 million, 1 million, 3.6 million at 728. There's a lot of. So this is either liquidations or people longing here at 728. And how much is that? That's 613, 1 point or 2 billion. Then here's a 3.6 billion. So that's 5.6. Okay. The 6.6, that's 7.6, 8.6, 9.6, 10.6. So like 10. So this is interesting to me. And I'll probably build this in 10 million longs at that price. So again, my thesis is they're trying to wreck as many people as possible. 10 million, but then you shorts here as well. It takes off a little bit, maybe like 9 million. Does this actually work? I don't see. Does that make sense to you? So what I want to do here is, but I need to find that file first. So let's go ahead and find that trading bots here. Positions. Copy path here. So with the hybrid trades, what I want to do is I want to store their wallet address. I want to wallet address when their trades come in, and then I want to have a file that is similar to this file here that essentially tracks their positions. So we'll be everybody who trades on cash. I want all of their positions. I want every single position that they're in. Anybody that ends up on that tape Z big hyperliquid, only the big ones, of course, will index their wallet address, and then we'll build a tool, monitoring tool, that's only of their ZEC traders. I'll be able to see all of their shits. We don't need to addresses from anywhere else. This file is an example so you can copy over, and the big change that we're pulling from tape ZEC liquid, pulling their actual address, which is in there, and saving all those addresses. Only need to save it once, of course, and then we'll match forward just like this one I'm saying, but only with those Zcash ones. See, somebody else just bought for 730,000. So a lot of longs adding right here. So we'll see what happens. I would say that long at the top is a sign for the longs. Again, I'm just a human being. I don't know anything more than you do. Could just come up with ideas. But there is a short that needs to get blown up. There's negative 40 cent. So they might blow up my short, and that's okay. This is just my test bid. I put, what is it? It's 60 bucks. Okay, so let's go here. Perfect hand. Before I build it, I need to clarify. Looking at the tape trade includes these files. You have to create the tape, I guess, because that is from Hyper. So they do give us the user's address. We just have to pull it. If I have to restart that, that's fine. Use their wallet address. 77 taxi. Now I'm liking you, bro. Now I like my language, dog. Good to see you. Good to see you finally lock in with this, bro. 77, dude. Okay, you can see a lot of big traders here coming in on Zcash. Smokes. Oh my God. People are getting lit or something. This guy just 1.16 million. That's the whale that's been Binance funding rate here. 7 million. So 7 million, 11, 12 million. So another 12, then deducted 1.5 million, 3 million. So another 12 million. There's like I would say 20 million plus logs right there. So damn. Crazy. I want to see if it's the funding rate or is he still in there. That high or low funding rate to me is that there's a short in there that they liquidate. So I wouldn't be surprised if this pushes up really hard, liquidates them. At some point, I just don't care that short's at. That rate was way more yesterday, less or more, whatever you want. So essentially, she's going to recreate this thing. I think there's going to be sick. See everybody's positions very big on hyper. I'm going to get some jumps in because I didn't work out. I got right to the bag. I was crazy yesterday. I'm sorry I didn't show you, but I wanted to get today's stuff set up so we could do this. Got it. Hyperliquid does the address, fills data, but I use a different API endpoint. Let me the tape, capture this. Nice. What I do like about trading with small size or this AI agent we're building here is it gives me a ton of ideas. So like I just threw that idea there that what does mean, dude? What is that many people getting liquidated? I like this exercise. I haven't traded by hand in years and I don't recommend it other than like just like I don't know, you go like some cards on the table and get ideas going, right? So I'm using like tiny size that but that's a good practice. We'll see at least. I have such a long list while I was just building some of the structure yesterday and just like these tiny trades like 20 ever $50. I actually think be profitable ish as long as you keep your size to them. It's not profitable in the sense you're gonna get wrecked if you trade by hand. In my opinion, you're gonna lose all your money if you trade by hand. But the one justification C to trading is if you use tiny size just to get head in essentially get some positions on. So again, even I meant tiny size. Need for the R segment, my RBI system research by implement research. You can kind of data and data mining is not great, but just playing around it, testing some ideas, and then coming back the next day and testing them code. That is the only to hand trade. If you're like tiny size right now, like I think mine is, yeah, it's like 100. I'll be if I get a list of 50 ideas off that 100 trading, that's so worth it to me. One of those ideas is going to print. Okay, go ahead here and see Perfect, Moondav. I've created your Zcash trader monitoring system. What I built: trade Z with addresses, pulls, quiz, fills every 5 seconds. Zcash. Nice. All the addresses here. Okay. Keep our rolling. Zcash monitor reads. Any way you can combine these files so I could just run one file? You can see all these buys back or sells, shorts. People are short. So people are short at 1.5, 2 million. This guy bought, so it's a little ambiguous. Interesting. Oh, Jibby, what's up, dude? How are you, bro? I'll pay for you. Well, I'm not gonna get ghosts here pretty soon, but this all set up because I think this is interesting. Thesis is if I layer in a few AIs, different departments, let's say I recreate Wall Street here, and have like a volume agent swarm, a risk agent swarm, and I put little algos in them. I want to go ahead and see if they okay, not just asking they buy or sell. See you too. Okay, so I combined everything into one. Zcash traders. Beautiful. So 20 million over here, and the hypothesis, if that many longs, uh, market makers liquidate everybody. We'll see. I don't know. No, I'm just a mirror like you, my friend. Okay, let's go ahead and say, let's get this little Y. Okay, and then liquid 2025 Zcash trade fleet copy path. Honda activate T-Flow. C in there, B. C up there, Python, Reddit. Thread 1 is collect thread 2. So it needs to wait for trade to happen. Okay, there's a trade that's over 10,000. Another trade over 10,000. Can you add a little debugging to the trades? Because I'm watching them come on the tape Z big hyperliquid, but I'm not seeing any of the stuff on the file that are here. So those are similar to catching the trades. I feel like there should be populated. So let's bug a little bit. AKA from that one thread out the trades over 10. Because those are the ones that we should go ahead and get their address from as monitoring. Okay, looks people are shorting. There's 20 million of trapped longs right here. Liquidations coming through here. Okay, perfect. Added extensive. Air. That's why. You can see this is. Let's look at ZEC. ZEC or ZEC big high. It's working in here, which is the weird thing. Compacting, dude. All right, I'm gonna take a little jumping session. Then she gonna compact, bro. She gonna back. I'm gonna get compacted. That's hella sus. I'm getting my abs are gonna get tight, bro. I jump it all day jump. I jump with you all day. Compact. I jump. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. What platform you use? He said, "My bad, bro. My bad for sus on a Sunday." What API? I'm just for Liquid API. Yeah. All right. I'm getting my jumps in, dude. This is hella hard. It feels good. 422. Okay. So WebSocket working there. Good. Good. Let's get it, dude. Let's test if our wrist controls work. It should never short. If it ever sees me in a short, it's out immediately. So moon short position detected. Should give me out. Perfect. See, it does. You can see it's trying to get me out. It's trying to get me out. It's trying to get me out because I'm not allowing the agents to short. I just put test position to get the account. Okay, it's out of the position. So there we go. So I'll keep this running forever. It says position successfully, verifying all short are closed. It does not mean to short. So I just put the test just to get it, but to activate it. I don't know Hyperliquid before, but essentially you gotta like activate your account essentially. So now everything will wind. And now I want to make sure to stay alive as long as possible here. So I don't want to blow up this account immediately. Have these agents just blow up the account day one. So this here. Let's go ahead and get this going. Risk. Let's say first off, risk. Let's change this to only and kill price. Loss. Let's put it at 25%. And let's put the limit here, limit entry at 5 start. Okay, so now let's go ahead here. Put it at 10%. That was fun. Let's go to hyper limit entry. Okay, limit entry high. Test mode false. Let's see. See if this. live mode. Okay, so if I enter, it should now, if it's in the, it's gonna, I have multiple things are implemented in order for it to not just trade anything. So you can see it is asking the AI already. So that must mean, okay, there we go. So you can see 2 down bars, consecutive down bars. Okay, beautiful. And it's in the bottom half of the median range. Beautiful. So there is going to, so let's see what happens. Let's see what, so I got 6 agents here. They're going to all look at this, be like, yo, is this chill or not? And there is some bias here. So give some direction. You see, I have to enter for it even to run. So this is because essentially what it's doing, it has hard coded a couple of things like, hey, let's make sure we're in half of the range, and let's make sure there's been 2 red bars in a row, and then let's ask the AI on top of that. So you can see they 5 no votes there. I mean, consensus across all models is a unanimous recommended against entering a long position. Complete agreement. Will dissenting, interesting, dissenting or notable disagreements among the responses. This consensus suggests strong caution regarding a long entry on the provided. So it canceled the order. So that's cool. I go far. That's fire, dude. That's because now it makes, it's like, okay, be the top dog here and say, anytime I hit enter, let's check to see if it's time. Okay, I have a couple in here that won't let me long in top edges. It won't let me long green bars. Yeah, so green bars and top and ranges. And on top of that, I have to 6 AI. And again, they said no. So, okay, let's just keep it pushing then. I'll do this every once in a while. If I see an opportunity, okay, actually, I like this. This is smooth. Because as a human, I'm like, okay, buy the year, but one over here, okay. I think that could be cool, actually, to have the other information. Excuse me, I can't speak, but so she's working here, okay. Saw one, bro. So they did get the fight a bit down here with these liquidations up here, the ton of longs. 20 average on Binance, 5% move with those longs, percent or 10x leverage on Hyperliquid. Okay, but I'm really interested in the thing I'm building here. Funding rate and port efficient. We don't need to say position, no position. Say no position. Okay, so I've debugged it. Perfect. Here's what trade messages do. Okay. It's two addresses, buyer and seller. So update big, okay. Extract them, nice. Nice. So can you confirm actually tracking the buyer? And essentially we're just trying to get addresses as possible to see their liquidation amounts and whatnot. Oh, the new Codex CLI is smashing. Clock O, huh? That's fire. Without the AI's help, would have been up, but that's okay. I'm curious. I want to be a scientist about this, dude. I want to be a scientist about. Oh, if you want to see this, you want to see me try to build out AI corn pretty much. The AI swarms doing different things in order to make the best decisions possible. Throw the one in the chat to see if you guys want me to come back tomorrow or just back to regular business. I think they're interesting, and I'm going to be building a lot, pushing a lot to the open source GitHub here. A Swarm agent already today is all open source. I could have put the actual in there, but I'll put all the tools I use for it, like the Swarm agent, which is absolutely fire. Okay, so confirmed. You got both. Beautiful. Okay, so running now. You can see somebody just bought Zcash 530,000 worth. Gotta run this again. One. Okay, PG. Thank you, bro. Fetching positions for nighters. Nice. This anymore. All right, we don't need any of this anymore now that we know where. I wanted to closely as possible resemble this dashboard here that's pretty much watching. The reason I gave you that the tape is I only want to watch the levels of people who are actually trading cash. With that big move down, liquidate many longs at all. Well, I guess these guys. I tell Codex to analyze ideas, and Codex has any content. Keeps Claude on. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can run the sub dog. What up? Easter eggs for myself, dude. I like Halloween. I like the Halloween, and I also like the Easter eggs from Reese's. I love Reese's. Says sub dog. Okay, Moondive Z Foundation creator. Wait a minute. Ain't I a computer space? About this Mac. More info. This is tape. DEC big with. Please make sure this is again. 450 total position. Damn. Also for Zcash traders, should print out dashboard exactly like here, but we're just using as traders. I can't see. We'll only have the Zcash positions too. So copy here, and let's see, maybe it'll work. So here we have my boss. Okay, yeah, see this. It's exactly what I want. See, I want fam bam. Let's get it. I see you're tracking 500 total positions, but the code is only shows Zcash. Have other positions too. Show all their positions. I only want the Zcash positions, but printing out any dashboard is the problem. There's a. There you go, bro. Fixed it. Beautiful, beautiful. 17 Zcash positions of all the traders that are trading. Yo, throw one in the chat if you want to borrow this date for tomorrow. I'll let it run overnight. There we go. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Why? I can see everybody's position. Wonderful. Okay, so for those positions that do print out, the top 30 long and top 30 short, can you make sure that they say CSV and name something recognizable? Because later I'll give my AI agent access to these liquidations so they can make this based on them. Like, oh, you know, makers are going to try to liquidate this guy, whatever. Okay, so now we can see the levels. So not only are we watching all the trades come through, but now we can see where they're liquidated at. So you can, his liquidation is at 8 on the short side. So that's pretty far, but it's not that far. Distance 18%. You can see the long distance closer. So this is getting liquidated. He's got a size of 7,000. Okay, yeah, this is goated, bro. This is absolutely goated. So you can see he's got a 108,077, and entry was 727. Tardio, freaking Tardio, bro. We want enter too, and then this guy's enter 17, 10%, not 8. And to liquidate this guy who's got 51,000, oh my god, got an $8 million. Zcash is about to go to. Holy smokes, there's some unlocks up here, dude. This guy's got a $8 million Zcash position. This guy's got a $2 million cash position. It's 57% away. Now they'll probably go liquidate this guy first. Liquidation's at 6.4, 665. Yeah, this is some crazy data, dude. But if you're trading and you don't have anybody's liquidation, thing, bro. That's crazy. It's crazy. Competition. Knowing your competition's predation levels. That's crazy data, bro. He's a data dog. I told you that. I've told you that. I've told you. I don't have to tell you that again. You could just see it every day you lock it. He's a data dog. He's got data. But he shows you could do exactly what I do. But you could do it better because you are a good and you want it bad as I do. Liquid, you can't do it as correct one. Correct hood. Correct. But what I can do on Binance is this. Let me show you what I'm doing in order to kind of account for this. Okay, so you can see here on Binance, I can see when people are big trades. So if it's blink pink, it's kind of telling me, okay, at this price at 721, a few $1 million of shorts. And but what we saw earlier, but you could see at this price at 721, there is a long center too. So you can't quite see data, of course, but it's still pretty slick. There are liquidations on both sides. There's definitely liquidations on both sides. You can see liquidation. Is it even possible in K to 1 mil in AI trading? Come back and see, dude. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just trying to build and we'll see, dude. I've made $9 today. I'm just kidding, dude. This was a test trade to get it all set up. All right. So if you see more of this, make sure to come back tomorrow because we'll release this. All right, let's get it, dude. So this is it. This is it. So 100 racks, 100 racks to Zcash because Zcash is the trender down. Absolutely, at some point, everyone will get liquidated. So this is a very dangerous game, but you like dangerous games. I do too. So go ahead and play it, dude. Careful out there. This is your advice. I'm better than you. I don't know anything than you. Maybe if I've been any longer, sure, I've discovered some things you might not, but you're a human like me, like you. Is not financial advisor. So today I am going to give AI agents $100,000 position size on Zcash. Zcash simply because it is in. I don't care about Zcash. He's cool. I like the Bitcoin thing, but I'm out just trading whatever's where the. So my thought process here is this: I want to do these challenges. So let me explain. And essentially, what I want to do here is I want to do a couple of AI agent trading, and I'll help them a little bit. You know, we'll help agents plus. So it'd be like a with agents making most decisions. Okay, so they're gonna most of the decisions. I want to do like 5 tests. So I don't know if they'll be like a month each, but I want 5 tests of I'll put real line, win or lose. I'll document it here live. I'll build everything. I'll put most of the stuff open source in the GitHub, and from there, I want to see how a trade, and then in a few months from now, I want to go ahead and then switch it up and build only no AI, because I think people right now are like, AI is so sick, it can just trade for you, make a buzz. So let's see that first. Let's spend a couple months building agents trading, LLMs to do this or that. I'm gonna do a little bit more. So I'm gonna put a couple ideas into it so they're not just blind saying this or that. I don't think that worked very well. So I'm gonna do the times. Make sure to subscribe, and we're gonna test this. I'm gonna document do agents trade. Agents, whether that's 1, 2, 5, or 6, they trade versus just their trading bots with AI. For this first couple months here, I'm gonna go ahead and build and stuff. So probably tell the year, and I'm gonna document it. I'll probably lose some money. You can see the balance is 10 now. Probably lose some money, but I'm just trying to jinx myself. These agents do. So you can see here, Binance funding. Okay, so let's go here and say, go ahead and remove the ZEC dash moondev and just say moondev and space between and Binance funding and Hyperliquid funding, and then another line break between those and the and position. Just make it funding HL funding need to put yearly. No need for the yearly. What's up, fam? Good to see you. 777. Use it and learn why. The LMs can't. LOL. I agree. So we'll see. 777. Good to see you. The book keep me stronger in the back testing. I'm tearing through the data and I'm a dog. I say that hat and I'm only phasing. Nice, fam. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so that's the first thing to do here. Let's see. I think I want to these in and change these out. So let's go to a new folder here. So I got my code here, and I'm gonna new folder. I'm gonna call it Zcash. Put that in there. Actually, do I want to call it Zcash? No, let's keep it now. Okay, so I'm just gonna run these files though from here because I'm running them from actually. Okay, there. This is the first tape ZEC copy path. Wish that the AIs are gonna lose all my money. That's Wishy's bet. Okay. Easy. Okay, copy path. And I'm not gonna do it. Everybody else does it. I'm sorry. I believe that they're gonna just be able to print money. So I want to give them at least. I think the input part is the data your AIs are on the data you put in. Can you smash the 1 in the chat if you can see the where it shows the balance, HL, etc. Throw chat if you can see that. No puts says perfect. Okay, we got liquidation here. So Zcash only. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. See that 1-1. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Wishy. Beautiful. Okay, and this here, we want to make this tape big. ZEC tape C tape. It says tape ZEC hyperliquid. So copy path here. Okay, beautiful. And then I can see all the trades on liquid. I'm going to move this one a little bit. Damn, I want us to though. There's too much. I have too much data. Data dog. I need to see this a little bigger because my odds are low. My eyes is low. Let's move that and see that. Okay. So I just want to get data right because if I'm getting AI agents, I'm not going to do what anybody else is doing. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say AI agents trade for me. Say, hey, AI agents, here's the look at. Can you make it based off of this? What's that data going to be? Data dog, you'll have to see. So this is Python ZE cache. This is Regulix here. Okay. Okay, I get cache licks there. And these are the overall licks. These are all the Zcash trades. Okay, so I can see all the trade cash first off. So already to a good start. Other people are not looking at all the trades. Okay. So my agents are going to every single big trade on Binance and Hyperliquid. Why? Because the two big exchanges, there's another that I'm missing out on, Bybit and OKX, but I think having half of them is good to start. The balance here, Tim Rat. And this will be an interesting